Welcome YouTube modeling community. This is Rusty Rotor. Can't really give you an update because ta-da! It's done. The commission build 1969 Dodge Charger RT has a 440 single carb dual exhaust. Like I said, the paint is a custom mix by me. Decals, some are kit, some are from another kit. Tires and wheels are Steven Zimmerman, only on Facebook. The vinyl roof was painted with Createx also, matte black. And then, as you can kind of see, all the marker lights, the panel line wash, the chrome trim was all hand painted. Let's see, it has been wet sanded as we did in the previous video, polished out, and then she got repolished yesterday, and before Jay comes to pick it up, it'll get a coat of wax. That way she's all ready to go into a display case and to be viewed for many years. I'll let it go around a couple more times. I'll take it off of here so I can show you more. We'll get up closer. The brakes are what are those? There's some 3D printed rotors. I think I printed those out. I drilled them, then detail painted them. Let's see if I can get this thing to stop. There we go. So we can get in there and you can see the rotor and the caliper. We'll take a look underneath real quick. Everything was detail painted all the way down. I custom fit an aftermarket set of Flowmaster mufflers in where the original ones were. I call it grafting because I didn't take away any material. It's basically just cut right at the end of the mufflers and reinstall the new ones. We did, if you remember, back in the beginning, we lost the differential color down the old drink when I was washing it. Jay was nice enough to send a replacement, so we got that chromed up. Figured while we were in there, he got in there and replaced the gears and everything in it. Has Monroe shocks, or as the story goes, dual exhaust tips. This car resides in, I can't read that because I don't have my glasses on. I'm sure you guys can. I'm sorry if it's jumpy. Detail painted the tail lights, the rear backup lights, of course all the locks and all that. Interior. The only thing I added to this was seat belts and hardware, and then kind of gave it a little gray panel line wash. So we can zoom in, make it easier to see. Get to focus. Focus. You know, there's some wear marks like your elbow would hit right down there on the side of the console. You know, the car has the original interior. He did have the car restored as far as the outside and underneath. Interior is probably the next project, but you know, the interior is in really good shape, so he figures to save his money up and get the interior done. I don't know why it's not focusing. But we'll come around, you can see, you know, it's a 4-speed car. Tack on the steering column. I did the wood grain simulation on the steering wheel, center of the console. The door panels are all detail painted. It's not wanting to focus. Back out a little bit. Now I kind of see. Gauges. Gauges are countersunk. and then I filled them in with the Zappic clear resin UV cured. You can see the indicator lights, turn signals on the hood. Hood fits a little wonky, and you got to keep in mind everything on this thing is kit. It's not aftermarket. Tires and wheels and brakes, and a few little goodies under the hood, but I kept them, you know, completely out of the way. So you can see she's got a beautiful shine, nice finish, clear glass. There was a little mark on the rear glass. I'll show you. I didn't see it when I was installing it, so my eyes aren't the best. Right there. I'm going to attempt to go inside with a Q-tip and see if I can get that to come off. I don't know if it's on this side or this side. I don't even know where it came from. Door handles are on. Wiper blades are on. Side mirror, I just gotta be careful because I'm bad at knocking stuff off. Side mirror's on. There's the front grille, front license plate. Like I said, I don't know if those are fog lights or marker lights. Those are in. Take the hood off. Underneath the hood is detail painted. I'm not gonna put this on, but there's the air cleaner we went with. It's all detail painted and some decals added. Then we get up underneath the hood. Washer reservoir line is ran all the way back up. Coil, that's aftermarket. That's from Morgan's Automotive Detail. The distributor was supplied by Jay. That came from Gopher Racing Products. The alternator is a resin cast aftermarket that came from offthesprue.com. Along with the air breather. The pulleys came from offthesprue.com as well, and the belts. The rest are kit parts. I pinned the power steering pump and the alternator, and then I scratch built that little bracket to give it some look on the alternator. Used all my parts wiring. You know, most of it came from Hobby Lobby. Vacuum lines are ran appropriately, you know, from the vacuum advance, from the valve cover to the carb plate. The MSD box now controls all the ignition, starting, charging, etc. And then, like I showed you before, I just, you know, drilled and ran wires where they were molded in, and you know, it gives it the effect of all the wiring. I still today, before he comes to pick it up, I got to run the power wire and negative wire back down to the MSD box. All the decals are in place. Painted the hood stop. Just detail painted the bolts. You know, everything's still nice, shiny, and new. The brake lines coming off the master cylinder ran down. They're not run, you know, completely plumbed. It's just, you know, they're there. Return spring is from Detail Masters, I believe. The carburetor is a where'd that come from? Jay supplied that. That came from Fireball Model Works. Very highly detailed. And this thing's just not gonna. There we go. We can get in there. You can see all the detail in there. You know, that was painted 2 different colors, then black washed, and then came back in and hit with the chrome pin, kind of hit some highlight spots. Wrong way. The fuel filter is offthesprue.com. It runs from, you know, side of the carburetor where it's supposed to, down, goes all the way down to the fuel pump, as I showed in a previous video. The throttle linkage is a ProTech, and then the throttle cable is just a parts box piece of wire. But you know, it goes back and goes through the firewall like it should, and go down to the gas pedal. Sorry guys, this looks a little blurry, and I don't know why. Oh, it's because it's light. That's a little better. Battery was just detail painted and some decals added. Battery wires ran. Power wire from here over to the alternator, and then and normally I'd run the negative down to the ground and then the positive down to the starter, but it's so tight in there you wouldn't be able to see it anyway, so it's just not necessary. Tamiya blue, clear blue, is used in the washer fluid tank. That's a box stock part, and this is why the hood's fitting wonky. This is the location it shows to put it in, but the hood where the scoop goes down into the turn signal indicators, it recesses down. So it recesses down just enough to where it sits and hits the top of the washer fluid tank. So I'll let Jay make the executive decision on either taking it, popping it loose and grinding the bottom down, or just to leave it. But yeah, as you can see, I mean, it turned out super nice. I mean, I love the color, the white interior, the black roof, just super clean looking. The wheels just set it off. The stance turned out really nice, just like I wanted it. We'll get a shot. You know, you see up underneath there, it's got some nice fat tires. From if you're sitting in a street behind it, you can see the differential. But yet she's not raked so hard like back in the 70s and early 80s. You know, cars were raked, you know, air shocks on them, all jacked up, big tires. This has just got the, you know, the good, clean Resto-mod look to it. And it's just one feature of a Resto-mod, guys. You can take a stock car like it's an older car and put tires and wheels on it, and, you know, upgrade the brakes and suspension, and that's Resto-modded. And have the original engine and have it built up. It's still Resto-mod. You know, complete full Resto-mod would be a Hemi, a new Hemi underneath the hood of this, with, you know, the upgrade of brakes and tires and wheels, and the custom interior. You know, it's still Resto-mod. Putting short tubs in it, and narrow in the rear end, and then tubular components, you know, front, rear, adding a roll cage. Now you're talking Pro Touring. That's kind of the break in the line, plus a lot more horsepower underneath the hood. And that's why I still fall in this genre, but I go to the extreme of the Pro Touring, you know, aspect of it. So I love both. To me, there's nothing better than seeing an old hot rod, or even back in the day, it really wasn't a hot rod, it was just a car, you know, two-door car, engine souped up a little bit, nice set of tires and wheels on it. You know, they got the stance just right. It's cleaned, it's waxed, it's out cruising around. There's nothing better. You know, and I truly love Mopars, and Dodge Chargers are one of my favorite as far as the old ones go. Basically 67 up to 73. After that, I lose interest in them. I mean, I can appreciate them, but, you know, the new ones, they went and added that stupid, you know, second set of doors, and I mean, it's a cool car. I've driven them. I've driven the one with the elephant in it. You know, super fast, all kinds of power. It's just, you know, you're floored and blown away and excited when you're in it. The minute you get out and you look at it, you're like, damn, it's still a four-door. Yeah, I can't get over the four-door part of it. Challengers, different story. I like that they've kept the retro look to a degree. It's got all the same horsepower, and it's a two-door. So if I had the money to go buy one, and they put both in front of me, and they'd say, well, we can get you the Charger for a better deal, I'd take the lesser deal and buy the Challenger. Because to me, it's, even though it's a brand new car, you know, let's say a 2020, 21, 22 Dodge Challenger, it's still, to me, would be a hot rod or a weekend cruiser, or, you know, whatever. A car like that's not a daily driver, just because the amount of gas that thing would suck down and everything else, and chew the tires up. Too expensive. So I'm not looking for a four-door hot rod. I'm looking for a two-door hot rod. You know, if I want a four-door car, I'm buying it as a family car, and that's what I'm hauling my family, and I'm not trying to do 200 plus mile an hour in it. just to say that I got, you know, an 800 plus horsepower car. So, like I said, it turned out really, really good. We'll put her back up here on the, and you know, it's also got posable steering. I like that, you know, if you're sitting there and you're taking pictures of it, and you got that little bit of a wheels turn, like it's getting ready to make a turn. I mean, it's got full steering, doesn't rub, so that's really good. If I had been able to get him up in there further, this mat is not flat, so she's sitting wonky. There we go. See, she sits on all four. It's just this mat's kind of wavy because I've put the heat gun on things and it's kind of warped it. But you know, it's why is this thing so, sorry guys. I'll finish this out and let it turn around for a few minutes, and then we're going to show you something else real quick. So yeah, it's done. Like I said, all I got to do is run 2 little wires, and as soon as I'm done with this video, I'm going to run those. Jay's already seen it. He's super thrilled. He can't wait to get down here and get it. Like I said, we'll do a little video when he comes down, picks it up, and takes it home. Because like I said, once I get these things done, it makes me a nervous wreck to have them in here. You know, something's going to happen to them. You know, then I gotta pay to redo it or whatever. So usually when I get them done, I like to get them out of here fairly quickly. But I got a safe place for this one, so we're not as worried. But yeah, that's it. Like I said, here's the hood again. You see that shine. Nice and smooth. Good shine. The details there. Got the underneath. Usually I forget every time on every model I build, I forget to do the freaking hood. So, you know, got this one done. And I just kind of painted around the detail that was there. These were kind of like little anchors that would hold that mat against the hood. And then the rest of the insulation, you know, is tucked up underneath the whatever they call it, the bracing underneath. Kind of holds it in place. It's kind of glued into. You know, I don't know if this was supposed to be done, but kind of like the look overall, so I did it. And it's washed, you know, this can be washed off if Jay doesn't like it. This is sealed. This area here and these little squares are not sealed, so if he wanted to wash that off, he could. But yeah, guys, you know, let me know what you think down here in the comments. You know, thumbs up, thumbs down. Drop me a hit that bell notification. I'll get you way up here. There we go. It's still early here. We're probably around 9:30, 10 o'clock. It's not super early, but you know, mid-morning. I had to run some errands first thing, and we got that done. I got some 3D printing going. Like I said, I got a club meeting Saturday. I'm taking the club some goodies. I got some. Oh, that's what I want. 3D printing. So there is one set of seats, the bench seats left, up for grabs, I should say. The racing seats, those are all still available. All six of them, 6 sets, whatever. One set of the Recaros left. The Mopar Rallies and the VR 500s, there is 2 sets of each left. The 572s, I have 1 on reserve, and I have 2, I think it is 2 available, with your choice of intake. Let's see what else. I do have the steering wheel sets, and then I have the original set of tires and wheels that I printed. Those are like 22s. right around there, and you know, real wide tire front and rear. So you're going to want to put them probably on a truck, maybe a really modified, you know, car, like full-blown pro touring, where the suspension's dropped, everything's opened up, where there's room for the width of the tire. They would fit up in something like that. Let me see if I can, real quick, I'll get one out and show you guys. Kind of how they look. I don't know if I ever showed them, but there's the sleeve, so you could chrome this or paint it a color if you wanted to. And there's the tire. Yeah, I think this is the front tire. The sleeve just goes in there, like so. They need to be cleaned up. And then there's the wheel center. And then you can put it in the deep side. Oops, nope, this is the shallow side, so this is the front one. In the front. And there you go. So each component can be painted separate, then, you know, put it all together. But these do need cleaned up. I do have 2 sets of these left. Oops. If anybody's interested. And then I'm done on everything I've got, you know, printed so far. And these are really cool. You know, on a truck, those would look really, really sick. The back tire is a little wider. I think it, if I'm not mistaken. I mean, it's just a hair wider, but that's the rear tire. The sleeves, find the one for the rear. I think this is it right here. Yep. So there's the rear, so you can see the offset. So, you know, you got basically surface, just a little lip, and then a deep lip for the back. These are $20 plus shipping. And, you know, if you order a multitude of stuff, you know, I'll reduce prices on things. And, you know, like I said, I have a different form of shipping, so we're going to save, you know, almost $4 on shipping. These are a little more pricey only because they're, you know, they're a bigger tire, bigger wheel. The other ones come to with shipping like $20. So, you know, there's like a $5 difference in there, and that's the only reason. And these are 3-piece versus the other ones are 2-piece. So, you know, you got better options. I mean, a lot of guys like, you know, paint that sleeve chrome, and then color match the center, you know, then of course paint the tire, you know, rubber black. I have the availability to print these in black. I've just not done it yet. And I'm only going to run this. I only got this file for one project. So, you know, I've already got my set aside. So, you know, if you're interested, drop it down there. Send me an email. I'd be glad to get a set out to you. Just let me know which ones you want. Let's see. And then I think after this, I might run a limited run of just the intakes, like 1, maybe 2 of each. The fuelies with the short stack, tall stack, the supercharger, the dual carb, and the twin turbo. Because, guys, these will fit other engines than the 572. You get the 396 out and you set the intake on her, you're going to see it fits really well. And the 454, all that. So you can, you know, mix and match it up. So it's just up to you guys. You know, you just got to let me know if you're interested, if it's something you'd like, you know, to see available. I can make that happen. Oh, the other thing I want to show you, and then we're going to get off here. The 58 is out. We're going to try to fit the twin turbo. That is the twin turbo kit. Gives you a choice of intercoolers. And then here's the pipes. I just knocked it up underneath the car. So that's how it comes. So you have your choice of intercoolers. And these run back. So you could, clip them back if you needed to. Flip them out through the bottom of the fender, or however you wanted to run the exhaust. The headers are really cool, really nice and clean, and everything's pegged or shaped to fit together good. It's like a snap tight kit. Everything has a place, and this one comes with an extra set of valve covers. So even if you had a 454 block, you could put the 572 valve covers on it and get the same look. That's why I figured maybe I'll offer it as an extra run, a couple runs of each intake setup, because the way they're set up, you can modify it. And I do have extra valve covers. Those probably be a couple bucks if you're interested in that. But the Impala, we're going to try to fit the 572 inner. If that doesn't work, then we're probably going to go with the custom stock engine, the 409, and dress it up a little bit. Like I said, the primary focus is just the look, getting the stance right. The doors open, so the interior is going to be crisp and clean. Italian red leather interior, bright chrome on the outside, and we're using the Abyss black for the paint. So this was the viewer's choice. When this is done, like I said, we'll be pulling out Wife's Choice and the 69 GTX Pro Touring and finishing those. Just keep you on schedule. Tomorrow's video will be on the ramp truck. There'll be a second video coming out today of the unboxing of the Salvino's JR 1973 Dodge Charger, Richard Petty's Charger. We're going to open that up and kind of go through the parts together. Take a gander at everything. And then I'm going to try to work on a game plan. I'm going to get started on the basics. I do have an aftermarket diff cooler from offthesprue.com. So we're probably going to add that just as a little feature detail. We will probably add, I have one aftermarket distributor left. We'll probably add that to it just to give another little touch of detail underneath the hood. I'm going to leave the Impala drilled and ready, but my order will be delayed a little bit. He got super busy, and I always order from Morgan's Automotive for all my distributors, unless I'm just at like a model show and I see some that are cheap, and I'll pick a few up. But usually I like them because they're resin casted. They're very realistic looking. You can get the caps in all different colors, the wires in all different colors. He also has the HEI. He also has the magnetos, and they're all very, very highly detailed, and they're very reasonable. I think they're like $5-6 a piece, plus the shipping. But if you order X amount, shipping's really cheap when you think about it, because it's like $5 for more than 5 items or something like that. So he's very reasonable. You need to check him out because he has a lot of stuff. Same way, you guys hit that link down there, help old Rusty Rotor out for the channel at Market Hobby Nut Models. Go pick you out something. He's got a ton of stuff. I've got a list a mile long already, and I've been acquiring a few things here and there. So we will be seeing those when they come in. And then, Ryan Jones, pick you up a set of tires and wheels. And if you haven't already, hop over there, say hi to Lee. I think what he's going to do is he's going to send some of those ZVAC pins here to our channel. And a couple of them are for the giveaway. And the rest, if you are interested in them, because he is such a busy guy and he's trying to heal, I think you can, the way he's wanting to do is you contact me. And you can PayPal him or PayPal me, and we'll get that shipped out to you. That way you get your product without any delay. So we're still working out the kinks on that, but you can still contact him and let him know you're interested in one. Today I'll put his link down there again. Same way with McGill. McGill's will always ride down there until the project's done, unless he wants to work on something new. Then I'll keep his link in there also. But you guys go check out all those gentlemen. Like I said, hit the link down below and go to Hobby Nut Models. Pick you up a little pair of pliers, hobby knife, blades, paintbrushes, tweezers. Doesn't matter. Just pick you up a little something. It helps the channel out because that enables me to bring stuff to the channel that I normally just couldn't do it. Maybe once a year. This way, at least I can keep it more real. So we're going to call it quits for this video. I hope you guys enjoyed the process through the 69 Charger. I had fun doing it. It kind of alleviates my tension where I get tied up a little bit on a big build. To put something together like this and it turn out nice and clean, and the end product, it looks really good, and like I said, I hope he seems to be super happy. So I'm always nervous if the customer's going to be happy with it once they see it in person. So that's still yet to be determined, but he's seen real close-up stills of it and the whole process, and he watches the videos, so he knows he's seen the process. And he's super happy to this point. So, but I think it's going to look really good in his collection. So again, thumbs up, thumbs down, drop me a sub, hit that bell notification so you know when my videos come out. Comments, email me, either way. Just kind of keep the line of communication going, guys, even off video. I don't mind talking to people at all. I had a couple guys contact me via Instagram through my DMs there. So if you're on Instagram and you just watch YouTube videos and you need to get a hold of me, you can DM me there at Instagram also. We can communicate there. You can do a live chat via Instagram. So there's lots of options to talk to me. Let me know if I was wrong about something. Anything like that. Just down here in this comments, let's keep it clean. Let's keep it positive. And, till later today, guys. Be safe. Build a model. Have fun. That's what it's all about, guys. This is Resto-mod. I'm out.